today it's Q&A Friday! Good morning, welcome to Dutchy Vlog 93! And today it's Q&A Friday! Why am I so excited about that? Because I think Q&As are what makes vlogging really interactive. And I love interaction, as you probably already know. So I got 2 questions today, and I think that's more than enough to fill this Q&A. They're interesting enough. So a big thank you, a shout out to Little Tuckets and Froggy Vloggers for asking the questions. I will link to your channels in the description box, so guys, go check them out. They've got great vlogs too. Okay, so the first question is, what is the difference between Sinterklaas and Santa Claus? If you watched some of my other vlogs, there was one vlog where the children were making a list for Sinterklaas. And Sinterklaas and Santa Claus are quite similar, but they're not the same. They both come from Saint Nicholas, so that's why the names are very similar. They both dress in red. Although they have different outfits. I will show you a picture of Sinterklaas. And while Santa gives presents in a Christmas stocking, Sinterklaas does that in a shoe. But he only gives presents in the shoes in the weeks leading up to the fest, which is on December 5th. So on December 5th, he celebrates his birthday with the kids, and that's when they get presents. They get the presents in a big burlap bag, which is kind of similar to the bag Santa carries around on his sleigh. Sinterklaas doesn't have a sleigh. He has a horse, which is also supposed to be kind of magical because it can walk on the roofs. Because Sinterklaas has helpers, Santa has his elves, and Sinterklaas has Zwarte Piet, or Black Pete. Although there's a lot to do about Black Pete, and some people think Black Pete should be white, or yellow, or purple, or green, but that's a different kind of discussion. Black Pete has been around since the 1300s, and it is said that it actually has a really very positive origin. But now the people make it something like it's discriminatory. But it is said that Zwarte Piet is from child slaves that Saint Nicholas freed, and they were allowed to work for him, which was really very good for them. Anyway, that discussion I really don't want to get into any further here. But at least he comes with a lot of Black Pete's, and they help him. They do all kind of, they walk on the rooftops, they drop the present through the chimney in the children's shoes, and on December 5th they knock on the doors of houses, and if Sinterklaas doesn't come to your house, then the bags are left, usually at the doorstep, at the front door. And that doesn't mean that we don't celebrate Christmas, we just don't celebrate Christmas with presents. We actually celebrate Christmas on 2 days, December 25th, and we have another Christmas day on December 26th. And Christmas Eve isn't that big here, so most of you celebrate Boxing Day on the 25th, but you also have Christmas Eve, which is really big. That's not so big here. People go to church, and that's just about it. So that is a difference. That being said, there are quite a few people now that also celebrate Christmas with presents here in the Netherlands, but that's usually people without small children, so there's no Santa involved. It's just, you know, an exchange of gifts on Christmas Day. And some people even do both. So Sinterklaas and Christmas with presents. We just do Sinterklaas with presents, and Christmas is just a good time to be with the family and have great dinner and just relax time to celebrate the birth of Christ, of course. So I hope that was clear. I will show you some footage of Sinterklaas and what goes around in the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow he arrives by a steamboat. I hope that is good English, a steamboat. He arrives tomorrow. He always arrives in about mid-November, so there's about 3 weeks to lead up to the real fest of Sinterklaas. So those are really busy weeks with the kids going crazy and expecting shoe presents, and the shoe presents are actually really small gifts, and well, It's a lot of fun, and I'll show you what goes around the next couple of weeks. So if you're interested, really stay tuned, because there will be a lot of Sinterklaas things coming in my vlog. Then the next question. Would you want to have any more kids? No. I always really wanted to have 4 kids. And I always said I really love to have 4 if it's given to me, and you know, if everything goes well, with an absolute maximum of 6. That was, since I was really young, that was what I said. And a situation like it's now with 4 kids, me working 2.5 days, trying to keep up with everything in the house, which I'm not really too good at, and doing this, and you know, it's just really enough. 4 is really enough. Now they've all got their own space. 3 of them have a real room, and Nathaniel has a part of the attic that is kind of like boxed in with closets, so it's almost like a room, and he doesn't really know the difference yet. He just doesn't have a real door in it. So they've all got their own space. There's the thing with the car. What I said, it's really about the time. I really wouldn't know how to fit in another kid. And I think 4 is great. I mean, I love it with 4, although the kids really want to have a little sister. But since, and hubby, if he would be absolutely certain that it would be a girl, he probably would want to go for a 5th. But since we wouldn't know up front, I think 4 is really enough. So that was the Q&A for today. I hope you liked it. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comment box, because then I will answer them in a next Q&A. And stay tuned for Sinterklaas. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember to smile, because a smile brightens your day and the day of everyone around you. So smile, and I'll see you again tomorrow.